Hi, everybody. Today we are here to talk about the underestimated importance of the spirituality aspect of sex. Okay, because on my channel I talk about relationship matters, but how can I talk about relationship matters without addressing the spirituality aspect of sex? Because relationship cannot take place without sex. So therefore, what are the spiritual implication of sex? Okay, so have you ever wondered why rich men, who have all the money and can get even a virgin if they wanted to, prefer women with high body count, or even prefer prostitute, even married porn stars? Have you ever wondered why they made this decision? I'm here to tell you the reason why. They are not stupid, and they're making it for a clear reason. If you don't have the spiritual eyes, you won't see it. I am very spiritual, but I'm not religious, okay? I know. So now let's get back to what I was saying. Why do the richest men marry porn star, even though they could marry a virgin? Why do they want women with higher body count? Okay, they have all the money. Have you wondered? Well, the reason why men with the highest, not the highest, but men with money prefer prostitute or porn star or women with higher body count is spiritual. Because spiritually, when you have sex with a woman, you become one to make a baby, right? You become one, meaning these two blood merging together to give life, okay? So therefore, you become one. And when you become one, you turn into one soul. Her soul and your soul, bonded with blood, isn't it? But then the women with the highest body count have formed this type of soul bonding with a lot of men, a lot of men, okay? The prostitute, we cannot talk about it because she has formed a lot of bond with maybe 1,000 of men. The porn stars, she have formed that blood bonding with 100,000 millions of men, right? So the rich man sees what the layman doesn't see in these women, and wishes an opportunity to harvest those souls that she has born with the regular, with all the men. Okay, because the virgin, she has no experience. She will only be with him. She isn't born anything with any other man. No soul bonding. But the prostitute, she has so many souls behind her that she has bonded and formed with with all the men. So this man, because he has spiritual eyes, he wants her. He doesn't want all the other so-called holy girl, the good girls. He wants the bad one, the one who has been with multiple men. And his reasons are well determined. He wants her because he can spiritually exploit all the men that have been with her. If those men are not spiritual enough to protect themselves, he can harvest their chances. He can harvest who they are. He can harvest their chances. He can harvest their future life. He can harvest anything, and he can just become richer and more powerful. But society looks down upon him because he is with a woman who was a prostitute or a porn star, but he has all the money. But you don't understand the spiritual aspect. Once when he sleeps with her, he is getting, when he sleep with her, he is getting all the powers and all the destiny from the men that have been in her. Because remember, I said to you guys that initially, when the man and the woman come together and have sex, they form one bond, right? One soul. Two souls merging to form one. And if this woman has slept with 100 men, she has 100 souls in her, okay, in her chakra. So therefore, this spiritually eyes rich man sees that. That's golden for him. While you look down upon her, he's saying he's seeing treasure. He's like, well, this is my treasure. This is going to help me even go further in life. Because when he goes in her, okay, spiritually, he gets with all the other men. And you need to have spiritual eyes to practice whatever to practice when they choose this woman to get your destiny. Okay, that's how come I tell men avoid prostitutes, avoid prostitute, because you avoid prostitute, avoid porn star, avoid women. Now I'm going to contradict myself. Avoid women with higher body count because you don't know the next man they may meet may be a spiritual being who is going to exploit whatever you left in her, because you have formed one bond with her. Okay, and I also tell women to avoid men with higher body count, because he has also formed a bond with multiple women. And some of those women that he has been with, they could be spiritual. So this meshes goes both ways, but it's mostly practiced by men, right? You see the richest men with the most beautiful prostitute and porn star, because spiritually the benefit they get out of them is the luck and chances of other men that have been in her, other men she has formed one bond with. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Sex is not just as simple as you guys make it seem. Sex is more in depth than that. That's how come you shouldn't give your body to just anyone. Okay, you shouldn't give your body to just anyone, because sex can be a source of your happiness or a source of your downfall, spiritually and in terms of progressively too. How you move on in life. If you give your body to just anybody, because people have their own trouble when they come to you, but you don't know, because on the outside all we see is a beautiful person. They're so beautiful to a point where they're irresistible. So they being irresistible, you don't know what type of baggage they're carrying spiritually, but sexually they're pleasing. So have you wondered why sometimes you can sleep with somebody, and then out of a sudden you're not feeling well, out of a sudden you're in the bad mood, out of a sudden nothing in life goes well for you. If you're a businessman, your businesses stop, you're like, wait, what happened? You want me to tell you what happened? On the spiritual realms, your luck had been locked with her bad spirit or his bad spirit, because we don't all carry good spirit around. Okay, some people do carry bad spirit for sure, because I said I wasn't religious, but I'm spiritual. But even how you call it, even God, hated certain people, which is the Satan, right? The devil. If God is able to hate someone, so you need to know that everybody cannot be good. There's some people that are bad, there's some people that are good. So in terms of spirit, the people that carries bad aura around. Okay, so be careful with the person you sleep with, because I talk about relationship matters. I know this. I mean, the relationship of this topic with my regular topics, you should just combine them, because I don't want to be selfish to you guys and talk about, okay, who to date, who not to date, polygamy, polyandry, and why not. But then I don't divulge the spiritual aspect, because maybe I'm afraid of being scrutinized. I don't care who scrutinizes me. I'm going to share it to the one who get it. If you get the message, fine. If you didn't get it, fine as well. I don't mind. It's up to you. I'm just saying that do not sleep with everybody, because in the spiritual realms, we don't all carry the same spirit. Okay? And be careful, because your chances might be blocked by a bad spirit that you slept with in the human form. Meaning, everybody that you sleep with do not have your good intention in mind. You can sleep with your enemy, sorry. Everybody that you sleep with. What the heck has you sleep with? Everybody that you sleep with cannot have your good intentions in mind, okay? You may sleep with someone and then their intention for you is bad, because they don't have a clear heart towards you. You cannot progress. It's like being married to someone who doesn't want to see you prosper. Okay, that's how come those marriages sometimes do not work out, because people do not have spiritual eyes to see it. In the spiritual realms, you cannot sleep with your enemy. So you are married to someone who is spiritually your enemy, who is blocking your chances. You are in love with a woman or a man who doesn't want to see you prosper, but you're sleeping with him every night to form one bond. Then why are you sleeping with your enemy? How do you think you're going to progress? Tell me, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. How do you think you're going to progress? You will not progress. Okay? You will struggle until you leave that man or woman. You will not see the light of the day. Huh? How you call it? You will not see the light at the end of the tunnel, because you're sleeping with your enemy and you're forming one bond with this person every night. You're becoming one. You're becoming one. Your blood is being merged with your enemy, someone who doesn't want to see you prosper. Why are you sleeping with them? But you wouldn't know this if spiritually you're not aware. I'm not talking about religion. Okay, I don't practice religion. I'm talking about spiritualism. Okay, so spiritually you're not aware. Okay, and nothing moves on for you. But the minute you break up with them, everything comes to light. Project that you wanted to forge, you see it. You're like, well, what is happening? Well, I want to bring the law of attraction, the law of assumption. The law of attraction says, you are who you attract. You are who you attract. When you were with this person that didn't want to see you progress, you became him because you attracted this person in your life, right? You attract this person in your life, and therefore you guys became one. And the law of attraction says that you are who you attract. So you attracted bad aura around you, and you couldn't progress. You couldn't see the light. You couldn't see all your how you call it, all your chances. Okay, all your luck was blocked. You couldn't see anything for you. Nothing could move forward. Your projects were blocked, right? Because you were sleeping with your enemy. You need to understand spiritualism to understand yourself, okay? How you call it? So that is why the mysticism of richer men wanting prostitute is because those prostitutes embody people's luck, people's soul with them, people's soul, true soul serving, which is true sex. Sex is the most dangerous thing and the most pleasurable thing you can ever do in your life. Okay? You cannot have a relationship without sex. You cannot have marriage without sex either. Now, but do not forget the spiritual aspect of sex. Hmm. I'm being honest, guys. It's deeper than your eyes can meet. And I cannot conclude everything I know about spirituality and sex in this video. I can just give you guys a tip of the iceberg. Man or woman, be careful who you sleep with. Everybody you sleep with doesn't have your good intention. And just because you sleep with them, it doesn't mean sometimes people carry bad aura without even knowing. Sometimes people carry bad aura in the spiritual realms without even knowing. Though their intention may not be to hurt you, but how would they know they're carrying this bad aura? I'm talking about the problem. But now, how can I talk about the solution? The solution is to not sleep with everybody. The solution is be careful who you open your soul to. Sex is not just physical. Once you know that sex is not just physical, you will understand that you cannot give your body to just anyone. Make sure before you give your body to this person, look at their family tree, look at their history, look at where they're being, how hurt are they? Because hurt, when we say hurt are they, how hurt are they spiritually? We are not talking about the physical aspect. Okay, go beyond the spiritual. Study the person you are with. Okay, spiritually, pay attention to how things move around you once you get with this person. Once you get with some people, a lot of opportunity can open for you. It's a good spirit. It's a good how you call the realms. Meaning this person brings you happiness. This person brings you spiritual happiness, and this person is good for you spiritually. Pay attention of how your life is progressing once you get with them. That's the only way you understand if they're good for you spiritually or not. In terms of the law of attraction, when you are in the bed space, when you just broke up, do not go out there trying to attract a better person than your ex, because the law of attraction says you attract who you are. The law of attraction says you become who you are, because mentally you cannot move on, but physically and sexually you want to move on. Therefore, you will only meet people that act and look exactly like your ex. Now you want to tell me why? Because I can spend my whole day here. Look, it's sunny, it's summertime. I'm about to go to the gym, guys. I have upper body today, but I just want to give you guys a little time to tell me why you think someone who breaks up with his ex and doesn't have time, how you call it, doesn't have the mental capacity to move on, want to forge a relationship with somebody else. And they end up meeting a woman or a man that looks exactly like their ex or act exactly like their ex, or who is on the same level as them spiritually, who doesn't want to get serious either. Because the law of attraction says you attract who you are. If you don't want to be serious with somebody, what makes you think you will attract someone who wants to be serious with you? Because people can spiritually see that through you and through your action. I'm sorry. I don't mind. Look, I'm from West Africa, so I swear, in West Africa, the sun is ridiculous, but here in America, the sun gets into your soul. Since I'm talking about soul sharing and spiritualism and the law of attraction, yeah, as I was saying, when you break up and you want to move on, you need to think twice when to move on. Because if you move on quickly, whatever you're running from is what you'll find in the law of attraction and in the spiritual realms. You will not find someone who wants to be serious with you either. You may find a woman who just want to use you for sex, who wants a one night stand, who just want a big mutombo in her, and you happy to carry that big mutombo, okay? And she's going to use you sexually. That's how come people get sexually used, because they were not in the mental space, in the mental space to move on, in the spiritual readiness to move on, to move on and find someone that they're truly seeking. And sometimes what you seek a lot, you may not find it, because the moment you're seeking it, you are not mentally ready for it in the spiritual realms. Physically, you may be telling everyone what you're seeking and what you want, but mentally and spiritually, you're not ready for it. So, once again, don't just rich men for going after porn star or marrying them or prostitute. Those rich men have a third eye that you don't have, you and I don't have. But if you're not spiritually aware, you will not understand why they are going in those women. Every night they sleep with them, they are just harvesting other men's luck. Now, I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to the gym. This is how crazy I may be to some people, but I'm glad I am crazy. Bye. Now I need to figure out how to do this. No, I said bye, but guess what? In the future of my channel, once we make it, I will try to set up a live calling where you guys can call and we talk about those relationship matters, polygamy, why sexually men do not benefit, in the marriage, and why. I have a lot of topic coming up, okay? And the topic for this Wednesday the 10th, today is Tuesday the 9th of July 2024, and tomorrow's topic is marriage becoming obsolete. So since you guys stayed, tomorrow's topic is going to talk about is marriage becoming obsolete and why is it becoming obsolete. So stay tuned for that tomorrow at 5 p.m. July 10th, 2024. Now, let me figure out how to turn this off. It's so sunny and my eyes, I don't have the best eyes. Oh, wait. How do I turn it off again? Oh, okay.